What's going on, man? We back with another episode. I am your host, DJ Bands, and you're now listening to Bands Talk Podcast. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for checking in with me. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. We're going to dig right in, and we're going to talk about a lot of social media stuff, man, that everything everybody be posting for social media, looking for validation, looking for some type of closure, or just doing just dumb things on social media. So everything is not meant to be placed on social media. But first off, I want to say congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs on winning the Super Bowl. I mean, I told y'all couldn't bet against Mahomes and Taylor Swift. They won their third Super Bowl in I think 6 years. 5 or 6 years. I really can't recall the actual stat line on that, but congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes putting it on the gridiron, man. He doing their work. They trying to compare him they try to compare the whole Kansas City Chiefs organization to a dynasty with the Patriots. They trying to compare the Chiefs' run with Chicago Bulls dynasty, the Warriors. They trying to compare them with that. So I think they get one more. I don't think that he's close. I can't call him the GOAT due to Tom Brady having all his championships. So I know everybody seen the halftime show. They had Usher Raymond on the halftime show. I feel like he did his thing. Everybody talking about how Usher was cuddling up with Alicia Keys, and she's supposed to be a married woman and yada yada yada. And I mean, it's like this, man. It's like acting, and you gotta, you acting your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. They acting, and sometimes they're gonna have scenes where they have to hug them, kiss them, even have sex with them in action. So I look at that performance just like Usher was acting. So I don't hold him to a certain standard, or I can't say that she was embarrassing her husband because Swiss Beats he ain't even phased by this. So but social media people, that everybody phased about how Usher was caressing her from the back and everything like that. Me personally, I think he was just doing his job. He making it spicy. He did what he was supposed to do. He got everybody talking. And if he got everybody talking, I feel like the job has been done. So I mean, you can't please everybody. So he came out there, he changed outfits 6-7 different times. He was on roller skates. I seen a post, somebody posted like, what y'all wanted Usher to have, a resurrection? So I mean, I don't know, man. What y'all expect for him to do? He did what he had to do. He brought out all his friends. He brought out a HBCU band. I mean, he did his thing. To me personally, he did. I seen some people complain about the songs were too short, but I mean, I think overall he did what he was supposed to do. So big ups to Usher. But we got to stop posting everything on social media. Like literally everything. Things that'll get you caught up with charges and you be fighting a crime. The investigators, they ain't got to do much but just go straight to your social media page and everything will be right there in front of them. So I was scrolling down my timeline and I seen this young girl. I mean young. This young girl. She looked to be about 5 or 6 years old, and she was waxing Cootie Cat. Yeah, she was waxing Cootie Cat. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say Cootie Cat. She was waxing it. So her mom, apparently her mom is a vaginal waxer. She had a vaginal waxing business or whatever, and she has a young daughter helping her, and like waxing grown women. And the mom put it on social media. Like, she got different clients and different pictures of the grown women laid back, busting it open, and the young child waxing. And her mama said that she made like $800 helping her for that day, and she can spend it on whatever she like. But lady, are you serious? I mean, well, she got to be serious because she posted it on social media. But lady, if you needed help or trying to teach your kids a trade, I get it. But you don't have to post everything on social media, especially to that, especially to that degree. I read that she's allegedly being investigated. So I don't know. I have to keep y'all updated on that, or if y'all see updated on this, y'all let me know. Y'all hit me up and keep me filled in about it. But come on, man. Y'all got to do better, man. Y'all, like, come on, man. Y'all got to do better than that. Like a 6, 7-year-old daughter of yours waxing grown women vajayjay. Like, could y'all women really? I know a lot of y'all women probably wouldn't even. Y'all see a child in there trying to wax y'all. I already know y'all ain't going for it. But apparently, some of these women, they didn't mind, and she made $800 helping her mama out. But I don't get it. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't dare allow my child to be, exposed to. I mean, they got the same thing, yeah, but that's too young. If you're gonna do it and you actually just needed help like that, you don't have to record it and post it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So somebody help me understand this right here. Like, back when I was growing up, we didn't have all the things that we wanted, but my parents, they made sure that we had the necessary things that we needed. Like I said, it was some Christmas or birthdays or whatever, we wanted things, but we just couldn't get what we wanted. But we had what we needed. We didn't starve or go hungry, and didn't have a roof over our head, clothes on our back. You know what I'm saying? But like, this day and age, man, this generation of people, like, this generation ain't ashamed to be receiving government assistance, and I just can't figure that out for the life of me. So, like, people are not ashamed to be on welfare, food stamps, live in the projects, none of that. I see a lot of women, they, I don't know, they living it up in government housings, and people are not ashamed of that. I understand you have to make the best of your situation, but broadcasting that you getting government assistance is wild to me, because I'm from a different era. Like, you'll get picked on in school, from your peers, knowing that you're receiving government assistance like food stamps and welfare checks and stuff. But this crowd now, man, they don't care. Like, it's a different breed right here we dealing with. I ain't judging. I'm just saying. So, why be so proud of the struggle? I guess they trying to embrace it, but I don't know, man. They go to social media posting who got food stamps for sale, or what's the phone number to talk. My caseworker tripping and things like that. To each his own. But I'm just saying, when I was growing up, things like food stamps and welfare and things like that was kind of kept on the low, because we didn't want our friends to know that we were receiving those government assistance and stuff like that. I don't remember us receiving any of those benefits coming up. If we did, my mom did a great job of hiding it. But I just don't get it, man. Like, these generational people, Who got stamps? And to me, it's embarrassing. But like I said, to each his own. That's what y'all want to do. I have no problem with that. I'm just giving you my take on it. And one of my Facebook friends posted a status, and I quote, "If you cannot take care of yourself, you have no business dating or in a relationship, man or woman." And I 100% agree. And I'm speaking from my point of view as a man, of course, but I mean, I can't do it. Women, but some women, not all women, expect for a man to do things for them that they can't do for themselves. If they were single, they couldn't provide the same things that they expect for a man to provide for them. They can't even do it for themselves. So why you hold a man, like I said, some men, not and some women, not all, um, to a higher standard and be, obligated to take care of you, and you can't even take care of yourself. Men are to provide, protect, and lead. Yeah, I get it. But there are men who can't do these things or any above. I understand that. But yes. But some women expect too much too soon from men. You can just meet a female and she behind on bills. She would ask for help in the first week of communicating. I know some guys, like I said, we can go back and forth on this all day long, but I'm speaking from a man's perspective. But yeah, men will ask you to sleep with you on the first night. I understand that. But we get into a thing where it's like tick for tack. Like, people are not dating based off of trying to find the right companion for them. It's like both men and women looking for, they trying to see what they can get out of the other person. I'm gonna get you before you get me. And it don't, it don't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be you trying to find your person so you can spend your life with them, and eventually get married and settle down and stuff like that. But the dating game is like people trying to take advantage of each other. If they don't like you, they're gonna pretend that they like you just to see what they can get out of you. And nowadays women so bold, you can't even speak to a female or approach them. You try to give them a compliment or something like that, they'll pop out and say no, but you can cash out me though. And you know, I'm just glad I ain't gotta deal with that type of stuff no more. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can hold the door for a female. You can see them walking in, hold the door for them, and I'm gonna be a gentleman. I'm gonna hold the door for you. Whatever. But sometimes, when a woman, they ain't gotta be dressed up or nothing. Just a woman just walking, and you holding the door for her, and they won't even say thank you. I seen an ex couple arguing, posting on my timeline. They was posting old text messages, arguing, and they can't come together, co-parent for the sake of the kids. Later on in life, you're gonna look at yourself, and you're gonna try to figure out how could I better handle this situation. And you're gonna be like, man, damn, I look stupid. I look stupid for acting the way that I did. Um, I could have handled this situation differently. I'm not gonna say directly towards one person more than the other. I'm not gonna say the man or the 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 mom or the father was at fault. I'm speaking out to both, on both sides. You know what I'm saying? From my point of view, there's no manual to parenting. You're gonna get it. You're gonna have times that you're gonna want to get it right, but you're not gonna get it right. y'all ain't gonna see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, but you got to get right for the sake of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always look for validation from social media to make those look bad and make them appear to seem like they right. But the only validation that you need is through your kids' eyes, because they are the ones seeing this the way that, mother and father will act out on social media, or if you're trying to bring up situations to your kids to make your other parent look bad, you know what I'm saying? Mother or father, you know what I mean? Like I said, I ain't speaking on, I'm not taking the mother's side, I'm not taking the father's side. I'm just saying, mother or father, you don't want to put it in your kids' eyes that the other parent is bad, and they ain't no good. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? All that, man, you gotta let it go, because your kids, they got eyes and ears too, and they soaking up all the negativity. So you don't want to push that stuff off on your kids, and then they grow up and be resenting one or the other. And you got to look at it. One day they're gonna have kids of their own, so you don't want them to be treated or treating their kids, your grandkids, the same way or even worse. So, I mean, you just got to stop dishing out that negativity stuff around your kids. You got to look at the bigger picture. I mean, if you have to stop speaking to each other for a while, that's totally fine. But all in all, I just think people need to seek help, like visiting a therapist or someone who's experienced and can sit down with, and they will give you the chance to put it all out and come up with solutions to move forward. Because social media is not gonna do nothing but make it worse. So, I mean, go see somebody. On another note, this is the most quiet Black History Month I have seen in a long time. I'm used to seeing a lot of Black History programs and events held, a lot more Black History posted on my timelines. Maybe I'm following the wrong people, but I mean, it's like February. February is Black History Month, but every month to me is Black History to me. But in the month of February, it seemed like Valentine's Day get more action than the whole month of Black History. Like, one day of Valentine's Day gets more action than the whole month, unfortunately. So, I don't know, man. We got to get back on it, and don't let history um, be erased. I know things happen every day, but things like happen 60, 70, 80, 100 years ago, those things are still kind of fresh, and we need to keep it known, and pass it along to our kids, and they kids can, it can be the inventions, because they can see who invented what, and kind of make it interesting when you explain it to your kids, so they can be in tune with Black History Month. It just won't be, oh, okay, it's Black History Month, we're gonna celebrate Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. There were many more of Black historians that should be highlighted. We just gotta do a better job in the whole month of February, and not just February 14th or February 15th. They say that's the Mistress Day. That's for your side piece day. But this concludes my episode number 4. Once again, please follow me on all my social media, all my pages, Bands Talk Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast and listen to your podcast. I'm on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. I'm on Spotify Podcasts. Wherever you get your podcast, you just look me up at Bands Talk Podcast. I'm still looking for people who want to advertise, businesses, ready to link up with some artists, do some interviews with some people who got some things they want to get out their chest. They want to say. Y'all hit me up, my DM. Y'all can email me. I ain't hard to find. So, like I said, man, appreciate everybody for checking in. Tune in to episode 4. I am DJ Bands, and you've been listening to Bands Talk Podcast.